are in the last century. The claim that we are in the last age is backed by what was revealed in the Bible and in other scripture. The signs supporting this assertion have already happened. One solid fact, however, is enough for you to accept that the world will end. I refer to the fact that the world as at 2011 is populated by 7 billion people. In 1927, 2 billion people inhabited the world. By 2011, it was 7 billion. Going by the trends of population growth, it is safe to assume that world population will increase by 8 billion at the end of this century. This number will enjoy less sustenance when compared to the present population. By 2200, world population, if not checked by means like the Chinese one-child policy, would definitely hit 25 billion. Already, estimates for 2100 are extremely modest, given that it is easy for a high number like 7 billion to double in growth. It makes perfect rationale that all prophets reveal that this world will end, that it is a temporary home. Efforts to found new homes on planets such as Mars, while it's already known to support little or no life, have also suffered funding setbacks, perhaps because of despair that this is largely unfeasible. We are in the last age, but interpreting our times has eluded many. The book which I have written is the first of its kind that makes sense of our world, gives reasons for the excesses in governance, and for the first time exposes Gog and Magog with convincing evidence to support. Last century, is Barack Obama the incarnation of Satan on earth? How does a black man within the space of 10 years rise to the highest office of the United States? He does not only become president, but defeats the popular Hillary Clinton, who would have become the first female president. Is Obama the incarnation of Satan on earth? Well, his legalization of gay marriages may serve as one supporting evidence of this notion. I am not making claims about Obama because he is black. I myself am black. Do we really think that Satan sat quietly and allowed men to exist freely and build states like the US with no interference and direct play in our affairs? Think again. Barack Obama is not the Antichrist as some have suggested. The Antichrist is the son of Satan. Prince Harry is the Antichrist. My book will help you make sense of it all. Some have discovered the abnormal people who live on Earth, masking as one of us. This goes deeper than we assume. The three-stranded DNA and rhesus negative blood type, which some 15% of humanity share, against the double-stranded DNA and positive blood type shared by some 85% who now wallow in poverty or lack adequate financial resources, now form evidences for convincing us that there are people like Obama who are not like us. These are not aliens in the sense of space or planetary beings, but rather the demons we were warned of in religion who share the earth with us on another dimension. They are Satan and his cohorts. A part of each has been made incarnate amongst us. The history of this you will find in my book, Revealed, Reptilian Bloodlines, or Gog and Magog. Last century. Who are the Illuminati? There are many videos online as well as songs and movies about the Illuminati. Yet the more that is released, the less we are sure about who the Illuminati are. We need to be clear about the identity of the Illuminati and what their objectives are. Why have a group of men come together, united by a secret agenda, which is made known in stages to its initiates? The Illuminati are often defined as an association seeking global domination and control. The mystery which shrouds this organization goes to confirm the level of secrecy which allows for little to be known till date. Most of what has been released about the Illuminati forms a diverse collection of information with which little progress in unraveling the organization is possible. Most of it is deliberate content to further misguide us. Some genuinely lack the knowledge about the organization and manage to churn out what is diverse content that forms the identity and agenda of the Illuminati. I have for the first uncovered the identity of the Illuminati enough to demystify and evidently expose its agenda, and more to explain why some people establish secret societies. The Illuminati is formally an association of high-ranking people well aware of the mission goals of Satan, who work in meetings to establish the wishes of their parents, Satan and his two wives, Ceres and Libera. The Illuminati in their entirety do not exceed more than 10 million. These 10 million are part of a race of 1 billion incarnate demons. When and how did such a race come into existence is revealed in the book, together with indisputable evidence from scripture and science. Last century mission of the Illuminati. The Illuminati worked to establish Satan on a world throne of government as ruler over his confederation of demons and the men who are on earth. The Illuminati have failed to achieve this goal since 2012 has ushered in a new era and failure for Satan and his folk, who embarked some 4,313 years ago on an agenda of not only conquering and controlling the world, but to also become independent and free from the sovereignty of God. The news of this failure has not been announced to the multitude of followers. Instead, they have been told that 2012 came with a 400-year delay. For sure, they have failed. It is a secret pertaining these matters that those like the Illuminati and the organizations which preceded them have guarded, promoted, and kept from men. The book revealed Reptilian Bloodlines or Gog and Magog will explain to you step by step what has been happening. Last century, terrorism. Terrorism is bringing the world closer and closer to a third world war. This senseless and barbaric form of warfare is increasing hatred for one part of humanity to the point when men would let go of patience and engage in another world war. Who are the perpetrators of these acts who seem skilled only in the art of making trouble? What are their motives? These terrorists are not like you and me. They conspire to bring about greater loss of freedoms and rights, some of which has already been lost to their actions. The problem which we face is incarnate in every race and nation on earth. Since their identity has eluded us for centuries, they foment trouble under, for instance, an Islamic guise to bring about a heavy clampdown on the masses and give more power to government. Read my book now on Amazon and createspace.com. There will be no follow-up to it. You have and would have bought a series of books that lead inconclusively. It explains the phenomenon of the hard life we all suffer and is the means for liberating yourself and the world and to put a conclusive end to this veiled dictatorship that has now beset our world.